Mm-hmm.
Do you expect Shayna to drop the belt now, or do you wait till Brooklyn? Like, what do you do here?
I mean, she just got it. You know what I mean? Like, not too long ago. I think it would be a shame for her to drop it so early. So I would say probably just have her hang on to it, even if it's by DQ.
Yeah.
And then we have a rematch later down the road.
Because I'm torn here because much as I love Nikki, I don't want Shayna to drop the belt so quickly because we just had a quick title reign in Amber, in Moon.
Right.
But I understood why they did that because they wanted to bring her up to the main roster. I mean, I got it. But it's like, I don't know if we want another one of those, like another quick reign, especially after the Oscar run. So it's like, I don't know what to do here.
Right.
Also, another wrinkle into the thing is that at the UK tournament, they're doing women's champion, NXT Women's Champion versus the winner of a four-way they're doing on the first night of the tournament. So there's a possibility you could get like a Shayna Baszler or Toni Storm match. Which I would love to see. I'd love to see that. So, well, for those wondering, for the UK tournament, they're not airing it live on Monday and Tuesday because I think they realized that's stupid. Because no one's going to watch that after watching a weekend of wrestling. So they're going to tape the shows and then air them the week after. On a Monday and Tuesday, same days, just a week later, just so that people don't get burned out. This is for the burnout factor. Because you're asking people to watch 2 days of these shows, and then watch that, and then watch Raw, and then watch the second day, and then watch SmackDown. And then watch NXT on Wednesday. Like, that's what you're asking people to do. I think they realize that's a little ridiculous. That's a little bit ridiculous, don't you think? So they're going to wait a week to air that. So just so people know that. So we're going to go with Shayna. All right, next up. I don't know why we're doing this, but I'm okay with it. We have the Chicago street fight between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. I don't understand how you can do a street fight after you just did an undisputed, unsanctioned match at the last show. But here we are. Because apparently that match didn't count. This one does. Apparently that's how this works, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an unsanctioned match, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist, even though...
So they never faced each other. This will be the first time they faced each other.
Officially, yes, officially. And Ciampa still doesn't have theme music, by the way. Does anybody know that? He still doesn't have theme music.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that because the boos of the crowd are his theme music, and that's amazing. And when you watch that on NXT TV every week, it's absolutely amazing. By the way, so this week, much as everyone's getting sick of this feud on actual weekly television, because people are getting sick of it, Candice LeRae actually does not like this match happening in storyline. She thinks it's dumb of Johnny to have this match. That's number one. Like she actually said, I don't agree with this match happening. Actually, as the wife of him. I said that on the air. I thought that was pretty cool. And then Ciampa actually went through the... Remember when Gargano got attacked by Ciampa the first time? And Ciampa threw him through the glass? That first attack back when DIY broke up? Gargano did that to Ciampa this week on NXT.
Oh, okay.
And Ciampa came out bloody as a motherfucker. Like, it was insane. There was so much blood on NXT this week. Like, it was absolutely insane. I would love to watch this week's show. Like, wow, two of the big feuds had blood in them on this week's show, which is crazy because it wasn't planned. You could tell it wasn't planned at either one. So it was pretty damn cool. Like, they're allowed to do stuff on NXT that you can't do on the main roster. Like, bleed. Finally, our main event. And this is interesting. We have Aleister Black defending the NXT Championship against Lars Sullivan. I don't expect a title change here, but the one thing they did do was they had Lars Sullivan actually block the black mass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was a big deal, and it was they made it as a big deal on TV, so that was important. So I don't expect Aleister Black to lose the title here at all because I don't like the fact that they have another title change here because wasn't Almas's reign really short too?
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't like that. So Black retains, am I right?
I agree.
Okay, cool. Well, let's get into our other show of the weekend, which apparently I looked this up, and they don't have an official theme song for this show because apparently they just love reusing this damn theme song for every Minute in the Bank show. That's what I've learned apparently this week.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah, so this is the theme song for Money in the Bank, probably until Raw this week where they announce the actual theme song. But whatever, it's funnier this way. So
it's his existence.
It really is.
It's been the theme.
All right. Axe Fighting put it on Spotify. It says 2012 Money in the Bank official theme song for this track. Actually, what is it on Spotify? So that's that. All right, let's move on. This is actually a really packed card.
Yeah.
A really jam-packed card. And by the way, I thought until like yesterday that the Raw Tag Team Championship match was going to be on this show, and it's not.
Oh, okay.
I'm very surprised by that. I almost want to throw it in here just in case they put it on the pre-show, because it wouldn't shock me if they did that. So if they do the match, we have the leader of worlds, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, versus the B Team, which is funny, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. So if this match does happen, which I don't know if it will, what do you expect from this match?
I mean, the B Team's on an undefeated streak right now.
3-0.
So it's kind of hard to go against them, but then at the same time, we have the Deleter of Worlds, and I'm like obsessed with them right now.
I think a lot of people
I'm going to say no contest. No contest.
No contest, so this is a throwaway and we'll have to have a real match in Brooklyn, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
Either a real match in Brooklyn or do it in do it somewhere else, or do it on Raw on Monday. It's going to be in Chicago, I think. Yeah, do it on Raw in Chicago. So everything's in Chicago, and trust me, the Chicago crowd will come in handy later on in the card. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Wait, is SmackDown going to be there too, or just Raw?
I think so. I'm going to double check that real fast. I think everything's in Chicago next week.
Okay.
Everything's in Chicago. It was one of those things where Money in the Bank was too damn expensive to go to, and Takeover is sold out. And I work. I'm not going to go to Raw SmackDown in Chicago when I work. That's not going to happen. But Money in the Bank, I was thinking about it for Father's Day maybe, but it's too damn expensive. It's way too fucking expensive to go. And Takeover, which is reasonably priced, was sold out. So there you go. Well, I looked this up. Let's start here. We have the match that is weird. That's happening. Is really happening. And thank God we can get this over with. It is Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley. What the fuck has been going on with this feud? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Can I nominate this feud for worst feud of the year?
Right now, I could agree with you right now. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so stupid.
What is going on here? Like, why is we doing this?
I don't know, but it's making Bobby Lashley look stupid. It's making Sami Zayn look stupid. The whole thing is stupid.
I have to agree. By the way, no, Raw and SmackDown are not in Chicago.
Oh.
Raw is going to be in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And SmackDown, I'm just looking on the website right now here, and SmackDown is going to be in Toledo, Ohio.
Wow. Okay.
So, I just got an alert. I'm going to have to download this. Colt Cabana just released an Art of Wrestling episode talking about the trial. Ooh,
cool.
I'm going to have to download that. Anyway, sorry, back to what we were talking. I just got distracted by it. I just got distracted because it popped up on my phone. Anyway, I'm going to download that while we're doing this. I'll listen to it after the show. Anyway, sorry, I'm just getting alerts on my phone because of this punk thing going on. Anyway, moving on back to the show. So, what the hell happens in this match? Does it matter what happens in this match?
Honestly, it doesn't matter, but, let's just end this god-awful feud. Let's just have Bobby Lashley win, get his redemption, and move on.
I actually feel bad for Sammy, too, because neither one of them deserve this. Neither one of them deserve this bullshit. It's ridiculous. So just have Lashley beat him, make it a quick match. I mean, they could do a good match. I just don't want to deal with this that long. I really don't want to. Yeah. So, speaking of matches that I don't expect to go very long, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I don't even know why we're doing this on pay-per-view, but we are. And it's the Bludgeon Brothers taking on Gallows and Anderson.
Yay.
Wow. I don't see anything really coming of this at all.
Nope. Underwhelming so far. Nope.
Yeah, this is not a good match. So Bludgeon Brothers retains. All right, let's move on to the rematch nobody asked for. And that's Dana Bryan versus Big Cass. What? What was that?
So underwhelming. I'm underwhelmed with this pay-per-view card so far.
Well, Dana Bryan versus Big Cass, which I don't understand why we're doing this again. Didn't Dana Bryan beat him already? Did this happen already? Well, my favorite part was the promo that Cass cut, pretty much ignoring the fact that Dana Bryan already beat him. I think that's funny. He actually cut that promo saying a big man can't lose to a little man. He did beat you already. He made you tap out. Like, this happened already. Like, what are you talking about? I'm hoping it's just filler until we move Daniel Bryan to the main event scene for, like, SummerSlam weekend or something. I'm really hoping. Because we still have a July hate review to deal with, but, like, come on. Can we get this over with? Like, please move on with our lives and have Daniel Bryan beat Big Cass again. All right. This match is going to suck, but I want to hear the crowd reaction. That's more what this match is going to be. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Oh, my God.
In Chicago. Oh, my God. Who thought this was a good idea? Like, who the hell thought that this was a good idea?
So far, the first 4 matches we've talked about have been god-awful.
But I want to know, like, is Vince that delusional that he thinks that Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal in Chicago is a good idea? Come on! Like, why? Why is this happening to us? What did we do to deserve this? Like, what did we do? And I'm not even a Roman Reigns hater. I hate Jinder fucking Mahal, but I'm not a Roman Reigns hater like you are. But, like, what did we do to deserve this match? Like, what did we do?
Nobody wins.
Oh, my God. I hope Roman Reigns wins. We don't have to deal with this again. We don't have to deal with this problem anymore. Can we have someone turn heel?
I see the opposite. I see Jinder winning.
Oh, fuck. Jinder Mahal's going to pin Roman Reigns?
Storyline.
Oh, my God. Jinder Mahal pins Roman Reigns? What the fuck? Oh, my God. Jinder Mahal versus Roman Reigns. The crowd in Chicago might actually applaud that. That's the funniest part.
They might. I mean, you never know.
That's how much I hate Roman Reigns. The crowd might actually pop for Jinder Mahal. Like, I'm more intrigued by the crowd. I really am for this match. All right, let's move on to actual matches that matter. Let's go to the SmackDown Women's Championship match. It is Carmella, who, by the way, is becoming a breakout freaking star over on SmackDown right now. She's becoming a breakout star. I'm looking. She's doing fantastic on the microphone, putting over this feud. And Asuka, one-on-one. Asuka finally got her edge back on SmackDown. I feel bad for Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose because she completely destroyed the two of them over the last couple of weeks on SmackDown. I kind of feel bad for them. But Asuka got her edge back. But I don't know what to do here. I honestly don't know how this is going to work.
I don't see this ending, you know what I mean, like, you know, cleanly or whatever. I could see this being a DQ win for Asuka or something.
Yeah, it's one of those things I don't think they want to hit the belt off of Carmella yet. Because she reminds me, and this is actually a compliment, she reminds me a lot of Alexa Bliss when she was on SmackDown and she won the title and you didn't know what was going to come out of her. And then also she's cutting these amazing heel promos. That's what Carmella reminds me of. So that's what this feels like. So I don't know what they're going to do here. I just don't expect Carmella to pin Asuka. I just don't expect that to be a thing. I mean... So I guess Carmella retains the title. I just don't know how this works. Part of me almost hopes that, like, Money in the Bank gets involved here and things get interesting, but I just don't expect that either.
Okay.
So let's move on to the Raw Women's Championship match that they're making to be the biggest women's match ever. I swear to God, Cole actually said that on Raw.
Okay.
The biggest women's match ever. Nia Jax taking on Ronda Rousey and her first one-on-one match on television. Because that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Now, I put up a poll. Speaking of which, our Instagram, I talk about this on our Instagram. I do polls. And I put a poll up asking, do you feel that this is too early for Ronda Rousey to get a title shot? And the majority was yes. Yes, this is way too early for her to get a title shot. Ironically, the one vote that was negative was you. The irony of that poll. The only vote that went the other way with you. Your heel.
Look, let's face it. She's not some kid that is just starting out. You know what I mean? Like, granted, yeah, this is her first time in WWE or whatever, but she's made a name for herself elsewhere. You know what I mean? So it's not like she's this, like, fresh face that has no idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah, she is Ronda Rousey. She is a name. Now, I have a question. What are the odds? What are the odds that this main events the show?
If it was another pay-per-view, yeah, but I don't think so.
Okay, just wondering because this is one of the matches that people are thinking maybe may main event the show. So I don't know. I think